Hey everyone, welcome back to Thrive Yoga Fit Transformational Coaching. This is Erin, and I have a newly coached glow because I was just coached, which is awesome. I try to walk the walk, not just talk about it, but I also do it. I feel like on this journey with how I share very intimately about my personal progress and path and some of the things that I run up against. And, to keep that authentic, I have to keep doing my own inner work because otherwise it's just make-em-ups. And that's really hard for me to do and or sustain. So I wanted to make this podcast kind of quick, but I wanted to share with you something really important that came up for me. So, little story. I had a birthday, right? I am 39 and feeling fine. So cheesy. But a friend of mine threw me a birthday party. And, there was some miscommunication. And so my friend got all the stuff and booked the place and it was great. There was a miscommunication as far as inviting people, and then some people were on Facebook that were not on Facebook, and people not getting messages. And anyway, so it was this huge to do, and 4 people showed up. And I was like, where's everybody? And so anyways, I was reaching out. Some people didn't know, other people sorry I didn't respond. So anyways, it wound up just 4 people. And I don't know, I had this moment of just feeling humiliation and shame that wow, I guess I thought more people would show up for me, And it really, I was able to kind of step out of that and enjoy my night. And the people that were there were awesome. And we had a great time, and we sang karaoke and we danced and we ate cookies and tacos, and it was great. But I was sort of reflecting on it the next day, what's going on here? Why is this, one, why did this happen? Then I kind of figured it out. And then 2, okay, so if we look at it that way, why is it bothering me so much? I wound up doing a session with my mentor, Franny Hoffman, who, by the way, is releasing a new book soon. I did interview her on my old podcast, which is Inspired Journeys. It was actually a radio show that I made into a podcast. So if you don't know that I had that, here you go. You can check that out. There's, I think about 20 episodes in that little podcast radio show that we did. Anyways, we're kind of digging. Why does that matter? Why did that mean so much to you? And it touched on something that I think I've been struggling with that I didn't realize, which is worthiness. Worthiness. I have not been standing in the power of my own worthiness. I put myself in a lot of different challenging situations, and I had not been viewing myself as the leader that I am. I, somewhere along the way, forgot my power, and I just started believing some old tapes that really made me feel less than and sort of panic about where I am in my life, and almost not recognize that where I'm at in my life is something that I've earned and worked hard for. It was not handed to me, And so I had this sort of, I guess, a little bit of dispassion towards some of the things in my life recently. I still show up, right? And so that's just kind of I had been struggling with energy physically and my digestion, and that's something that I've dealt with a huge chunk of my life. So I just, so I've been getting into Ayurveda and kind of studying myself in different ways, but that hit me so hard. And when I thought of standing in the power of my own worthiness, and what does that mean? That means that I believe in myself. I trust my word and my instinct. I set boundaries, and I remember that I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of my own love. And, that people can disagree with that. People can throw a fit or a tantrum or whatever, and I can still stand true in my power. And that really hit me deeply. And I've been applying it to everything, teaching yoga, teaching coaching. It's all right, you are in the seat of the teacher. And just by adopting that mindset of standing in the power of my own worthiness, my coaching has improved. The private yoga sessions that I did today were just mind blowing as far as the information that I've been able to access, because, and maybe you've experienced this too, when it's a lot about a topic, and it's almost like the information is hidden from you. I've gone through these periods in my life where this has happened before, but I didn't have such a clear, movement of this sort of stagnant, stuck energy as I did with this session. So getting to the point of what would it feel like to stand on my own worthiness? And now I feel so worthy. I feel refreshed. I feel recharged. It's amazing the energy that I have just physically. So it's been like 2 days since I had that particular session. It's kind of weird, but like I barely slept last night and I am so energized. It's crazy. So, it's just a reminder that these beliefs kind of suck energy from us. It's like energy leaks or like an energy parasite, these belief systems, and they weigh you the fuck down. And I had one. Everybody has blind spots, right? I do too. And I didn't realize that one had been creeping up. And so I fucking grabbed it and smushed it. And now I feel so much better. So I just want to share that with you. So, if you see different aspects of your life, like, ooh, like this has caused a big emotional reaction to me. What is causing that? And then getting to the root and then seeing like, oh, wow, that makes sense. Why am I choosing that? What areas of my life is that reflecting in? And then how can I make that different? What would it feel like to step into my power of beauty, of worthiness, of intellect, of whatever it is? And it's just like when you can remove yourself and then put yourself into a new mindset, it is a game changer. I hope that helps you. It certainly helped me. And feel free to, comment, email me. We do still have 2 spots left for Costa Rica. So I'm hoping that there's 2 people that want to come kick it with me for 2 weeks. We did just release a little promo if you want to know my perspective on like why you should come and spend transformational time with me. So if you're interested in that, check out thriveyogafit.com. You can look underneath our YTTs or our retreats. It's in both because it's kind of both. And you can also reach out to me, Erin at erincoach.com. Thank you so much and namaste.
Thank you so much for listening. If you want to support the podcast and if it's helping you, please consider writing a review. You can go to iTunes or Google Play, go into the search bar and type in Thrive Yoga Fit Transformational Coaching, scroll down and you can leave a review. This helps other people to find me as well as bumps us up in the search ratings. Also, this podcast is sponsor-free, so that means we don't receive anything for doing it. If you feel so inclined and this podcast is helping to support you and you want to return the favor and help to support any production costs of the podcast, feel free to give a donation to a Venmo link, Thrive Yoga Fit, or PayPal, Erin at erincoach.com. If you don't have the means, don't worry about it. We're not going anywhere. You're all good. But if you would like to give back, you can give back in those ways. Thank you so much. Namaste.